and then Jason, it comes out of fucking nowhere. He grabs her through the window, pulls her, and then chucks her onto a car. She finds Doug in the basement. He's there having a fat wank, taking his shit, and drinking a bottle of piss. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing Certified Menace on Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, last chapter. Last time I'll be watching this series. Holy balls, this movie is probably the most boring one of the first three. Because I didn't watch the first one, so let's get into it. The first scene we cut to is these two nurses. Alright, so my brain's just doing jump jacks and tripping over its shoelaces. Anyways, basically, in the first scene, Jason got found at the site of the last movie. They took him in. They fucking checked if he's alright. They took him to the hospital, and then we cut to these two workers there. This nurse and doctor. I don't know. His name is Dr. Sex or some shit because his character is literally built up to what he wants. His whole character is literally just him horny. That's his whole character, like him, like beep beep beep, bamping the car horn. So anyway, we cut to this doctor, this guy. His name's Axel, and he's watching women twerk on TV. I don't know. This movie is really shit with his characters. They really tried to drive home. They did. This guy just wants to fuck. And then Jason finds him, and he grabs a saw. He has a saw, and he saws the dude's neck, and he just twists it around like a fucking corkscrew, like he's trying to open up a bottle of champagne. So then the woman finds it, and the nurse. And then Jason finds the nurse, the person that was telling, yo, fuck off. I don't want to fuck you. Okay, you horn dog. So yeah, Jason finds her. He sneaks up on her, and then he grabs her and puts her up against the wall, and grabs a knife and slices down her. He stabs her, and he's going down, just letting that fucking strawberry smoothie water flow go, So we cut to these our main cannon fodder, our main meatbags for Jason that are gonna get killed off. No one gives a shit about these characters. We only want to see them as putting weak ass Pokemon into the fighting arena, just for them to get slaughtered by the end of the thing. It's like a gladiator fight, except these people are too stupid to fight back or can't fight back, and Jason's just gonna be murdering them. So then we cut to them driving to their camp. So and they pass by a hitchhiker, fucking person who tried to catch a ride. So then she tries to hey, lift, yes, and then he just like, yo, you got a sister? Or some shit, I don't know. He just says some shit like, yo, you got a sister because you look like a hippo's arsehole. So then she just like, yeah, fuck you. And then she's like, they're munching on a banana, and Jason pops up and puts a pin thumbtack into her neck or some shit. And then Trish and Tommy, they're driving. They're the two main characters. They're like the two main characters you want to give a shit about. They're driving and their car randomly breaks down. So then Tommy's sent to fix it. I don't know why. He's like a mechanic of this family or some shit. He's really good with electronics or some shit. It's bro is not gonna need that degree. He can drop out of school. He can do shit at school, drop out, and still become a mechanic. And then they get drunk. Some dude called Rob, who's a hiker. He comes by and he's like, yo, I can. Your sister looking kind of fine. Yo, that curvature. Ooh, it's looking great. So, can I fix your car? Yeah, can my payment be your sister? Her phone number? I don't need money. Trust me, I'm grand. Just give me your sister for an hour, and yeah, we can call that a deal. Yeah. So yeah, he fixes her car. Then they bring Rob home. Tommy brings Rob up to his home, upstairs into his room, and to show Rob, oh, look at my cool masks. Look at this shit, bro. This looks like Shrek's toenail. That looks like Mickey Mouse's asshole. This looks like Donkey's dick. They're shit masks. I'm not gonna lie. Then we cut to our main group in the cabin. Thereafter, I think they're just doing random shit in the cabin. They're after just dancing or something. And then Sam's boyfriend was dancing with another girl, which is two twins that they picked up earlier on. She's dancing with another girl, and she's like, I'm grumpy. I'm gonna go outside and swim. I'm gonna swim the anger off of me. I'm gonna strip naked and swim at night alone in freezing cold temperature waters. Because I'll be so cold that I'll forget I was angry. I'll forget I even had a boyfriend. You know what? I'll forget where I fucking was, bro. I'm just gonna be trapped in in a body of water and be like, where the fuck am I? Did I fall through a portal to the back rooms? What is this place? You know, I thought it's so random in these movies. I don't know why. I swear in these movies they try to go for like any reason to get a scene with teenagers like skinny dipping and like swimming in like a pond or some shit. I'm like, bro, you just want to like have a wank to this film, or do you want to actually direct it? Like, what are we doing here? So she went for a swim and then she got impaled by Jason. She like hopped onto an airboat, and she's just chilling on there and got impaled by Jason. Her boyfriend comes along and he gets killed as well. Oh yeah, and the way he gets killed is pretty fucking brutal as well. He tries to swim away, but then Jason's there with a gun and he's like, right into the bars, right into the kitty factory. Yep, bullseye with a spare gun. I keep forgetting to mention this shit. I check my notes and then I look up away for 2 seconds and I just forget again. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my brain? So we got back to Rob. He's just chilling on his tent and I think he hears screams. Actually, he hears Paul scream. So he's like, oh, let me go investigate. Just to tell him I can't help it, and then start dancing on him. Just start, doing the Whoopa Gundam style all over fucking Rob, all over the dude that's dying. I don't care about you. I just came here because I'm bored. And then he's walking back and he sees someone is in her tent. Who could it be? It's a lumberjack. No, it's Jason. This is random as shit, but I guess smart. Jason just went into Rob's tent just to break his gun. Like, man's just a dickhead. He just came there and then just left. Like, he didn't kill Rob, he didn't slash his tent, and he just went in there. The business is done. I'm gonna turn your gun into splinters, and then I'm gonna leave. And then we come back to the group who's in the house. One of the twins are like disgusted or some shit because Teddy's watching. He found like this video reel of like an old video of like people dance ballerinas or some shit. I don't even know, but they're like naked half the time. They're like topless and shit. Their tits are out the whole time. I don't know. And he's finding that really fun. He's finding that like, that's a fucking knee slapper, bro. I'd be on the ground rolling and dying from laughter. So then one twin's like, I don't like that. That's so beta male. I'm leaving now. She leaves. She goes to leave. Then Jason grabs her, impales her, and then pins her up against the wall. She thinks she's Jesus. Jason's, autistic, so he would think she could walk on water. Then we cut back to Trish and Tom and Tom's mom, who's walking around because she just forgot she was home alone. She's looking for her kids. Like, where are you, Trish and Tom? Her electricity's not working. Jason's, I guess, smart and dumb. I am so confused. I thought he's supposed to be autistic, but he's like smart enough to do. Like, get rid of their electricity, So then she's just walking around randomly. She walks outside and then she gets killed off screen. Like, boo. P.U., bro. That's so, stinky. Like, I hate off screen deaths in horror movies. I'm like, just show the gore, bro. Show the blood. Show the kill. Like, who cares if we could see her eyeball crawling out of her skull and running away, slithering around like a worm, bro, Who cares if we could see her heart pounding and she's still dead? So then we got back to the gang, the main group, the boys. Jimbo's after fucking his day for the night. One of the twins, and he's downstairs doing whatever the fuck. He's after giving his girl's panties to Teddy as well. I don't know why. He's looking for a corkscrew. Yeah, that I remember seeing now. He's looking for a corkscrew. He gets his hand impaled onto the fucking countertop. Jason's like, hey, you need a corkscrew? Here you go. Here you go, pal. You mind holding this for me? So then he puts a cleaver into fucking Jimbo's head. Man just stuck a cleaver into his head. So then he goes to finish her off. He's like, great. So, till death do us part, he's really standing by that saying. He goes upstairs. He finds Nina. She's like looking out the window. She notices, my sister didn't fuck off. Did she get confused and start walking backwards? Did she decide to play eeny, meeny, miny, mo with the northwest, southeast and decide to go completely wrong direction? So she's like wondering, why is her bike still there? And then Jason, it comes out of fucking nowhere. He grabs her through the window, pulls her, and then chucks her onto a car. I'm like, holy shit, man is not fucking around, bro. He treated her like he was in WWE. All that was missing is him fucking landing on her with a flying elbow to the guts. She just goes flying onto a car. There's a lot of window diving scenes in this movie. Then Teddy goes to the projector screen because he needs a closer look at what he's gonna be thinking about tonight when he's having a wank. And then he's just standing there doing random shit, and he notices the projector screen is going off. And Jason stabs him through the back of the head. He just sticks a knife into the back of the head and he falls. That's the end of Teddy. So then we cut to this other couple in the group, which is Doug. Doug and Sarah. So Doug and Sarah, after just in the shower, they were cleaning each other, making each other clean and all. I keep saying every 2 seconds. I don't know why. So then he's Doug. It's just Doug chilling in the shower, and Jason shows up in the bathroom. Doug thinks it's like, I don't know. Some woman is like, oh, you come back to sing? We can do it. We can do a TikTok duet. Let's do a TikTok of us singing in the shower. Yeah, the TikTok fans will definitely love it. We'll get a ton of likes. Then he makes some weird joke. He's like, don't drop the soap. Like, I dropped the soap. Just looking around like, is someone gonna come up behind me? I hope not. Oh no. And then Jason just he's like, all right, enough of the funny man business. He grabs his head and he crushes it. He presses it against the fucking tile. I thought this was gonna be a scene where he gouges his eyes out. No, he just crushes his head. It's a bit of a boring ass kill. Probably one of the worst ones in the movie, excluding the off-screen one. So then Sarah's walking around. She finds Doug's body and then she's trying to run away. She's like, fuck that, I'm getting a new boyfriend. So then she runs towards the door, and she tries to open it multiple times, but it's not working. Oh no, who the fuck locked the door? What the hell happened? This always happens in these movies. And then Jason fucking throws a hatchet right through the door. He activates his Deadeye, and he's like, right, aiming, yeah, right for her tits. No lactation for you, bitch. Just right in the chest. His aim is pretty fucking decent in this movie, I'm not gonna lie. So then we cut to the Trish and Tommy, who are looking for their mom, and they go home because I don't know, they're just out and about, and then they go to the house and they try to ring someone because someone's like, where the fuck did mom go? Did she just get a bit loopy and decide to go loopy in the water nearby? She decided to swim in circles 50 times until something would happen. She's insane. So then while they're trying to ring someone, Jason's like, no phone for you. So he just takes the big black box off their house, which is their phone box, so they can't ring anyone. Then they go to the house across them I'm fairly sure, to ring someone there. And this scene is so random, but it's actually pretty funny. But it's random as stuff. I don't know. It's they have a pet dog, and the dog's name is Gordon. And Gordon's upstairs or something in the house, and Gordon sees something, and he just runs. He dives through the window. Gordon saw a fucking big ass sausage. Gordon saw a big dancing battered sausage that was freshly bought from Sharky's or some shit outside the building. Because he died for that shit. He was starved and hasn't eaten in a couple of days. He just needs to eat something. And that never just gets brought into a reference again in the movie. It's just Gordon just hops out the window. That's it. We don't care. So then we cut back to Trish, who's walking around, and she found his body. It's like, oh no! Oh fuck! She's screaming for Doug, and she finds Doug in the basement. He's there having a fat wank, taking his shit, and drinking a bottle of piss because he hasn't been drinking all day. He's parched. So they're in the basement, and they're about to get out of the basement, and for some reason Doug just turns like, wait, hang on, I forgot my phone. I need to grind on Clash Royale. I need to get to Arena 12. So then he goes back there, and Jason, I don't know where the fuck Jason was. The scene's actually pretty hard to watch. I had to watch it multiple times to see what the fuck's going on. I couldn't see what's going on. Jason's there in the shadows. He has Rob against the wall, and he grabs something. I forgot what the name of this tool was. It's a garden cultivator or some shit. I don't know. He grabs his garden cultivator and just starts beating Rob with it. He just starts fucking him. I was like, fucking bitch. Eat shit, dickhead. But he just sort of, it looks like an oversized potato peeler. I'm like, man's gonna make mashed Rob. Mo's gonna make mashed potatoes out of Rob. So yeah, she's obviously, Trish is screaming, and she runs and gets her foot falls through the step, and he tries to, Jason has her, and she just has a machete. I think Rob I don't know where the fuck she got that. I think she just got it when Rob was getting beat. So then she hits Jason, say, get the fuck off me, you pervert. She runs, and then for some reason, the decisions she starts making are just so nonsensical. She runs, and then runs back just to see Doug's dead body. And the scene that she played, I was like, ah! I need to go back to her block. Ah! And then she sees Doug's body. Ah, fuck! Like, she just expected Doug to be like up, and I was like, yeah, just eat a nice pack on me. Yeah, just eat a blaster. I'm alive now. Getting well. So then Trish just does the most random shit here. She like runs to one side of the house and finds one of the twins' body at the front door. The two female twins that I was talking about earlier on, which I barely mentioned, but basically it's one of the twins' body. There. She runs back and then to the back side of the house and finds Jimbo's body fucking up there doing the multiplication symbol. So then she decides to break the window open in the kitchen with a chair and just dive out of that. I'm like, what? Her body, the twin's body that was laying at the front door, is she like on the fucking ground just like, yeah. She's acting as if like Jason turned the twin's body into like stones, just standing there in front of the door. It's like, halt, you shall not pass. It's just what way you could just ran over the body. So then she runs back to the gaff, which is like literally across the road from where they are, and she runs back home, and Jason lobs Rob's body through the window. I'm like, hey, you didn't get to know him well enough, you didn't get any bonding, so I just thought like give you the chance, like you can just talk to his dead corpse there. So then Jason grabs Tommy, and they're struggling, and Trish just bonks Jason multiple times, and like bonk, dunk, dunk, glunk, bonk, trunk, because she thought Jason was a nail. So then, this is probably the sickest scene I've seen in this film, or that I've seen of Jason in film so far. He literally busts through the door. He literally looks at the door, and he like coded it into his mind, and be like, "Hey, this door's made from cardboard." And he just walks through it. He just, like, man, the door literally crumbled. The door was like a wet digestive biscuit. It just, like, fucking went to dust. It just withered away. So then they're, like, chilling by the stairs, and Jason just lobs a hammer at them. It's like, you missed your builder's tool. You show them back up to the construction site later on. They run upstairs. They barricade themselves into Tommy's room. Jason tries to break through the room. They barricaded the door with a shelf, so I'm, like, not sure what that was really gonna do. So then Jason starts breaking down the door. He's like nearly in, and Trish grabs a PC monitor and smashes onto Jason's head. And Tommy's like, "Oh no, you bitch! Now I can't play games anymore. Now I hope this zombie motherfucker comes and gets you. May he can play games with you, since I can't play games on my PC." So then Jason's on the fucking ground, knocked out cold. He needs to go for a nice little nap. Trish tries to sneak past Jason, but Jason grabs her legs like, no, I'm not done with you. Your trial hasn't ended. My trial with you hasn't ended yet. My free trial is still going. She tries to scoop at Jason. Jason tries to hit her with an axe, but he missed. He fucked up, bro. Because someone grabbed a stick of butter and they rubbed it all over the axe handle, so like his grip strength was a bit off. She runs back to the house. She was in, and she's running away from Jason. It gets to the point where they're upstairs in the gaff, and Jason has her cornered. He's like, "Where you gonna go now? What you gonna do? What's your next move? What's your game plan over here, huh?" So then she just sees no other way and dives out a window. That's the third window dive we've seen. That's the third scene we've seen of someone being thrown. Fourth scene, actually, we've seen someone being thrown through a window. I'm like, these guys really just love to see windows smashed. They're like, here, I'd be sick if I just jumped out a window right now. Just like jumped out of it and broke my legs. That's probably what was going through their head. So then she runs back home. She runs back to her house. She runs back to her house, and Jason tries to sneak up on her, and he tries to hit her. But she's like, "Oh no, I know you." She has like ultra instinct, so she hits her with a machete. And by the way, this scene was literally just them going back and forth between houses. It's literally like a ping pong game, with Trish being a ping pong ball and the houses being the batters. Like they're just going back and forth. So she tries to hit Jason. So then Trish and Jason start having their little fight. Trish hits Jason in the fingers and like, fuck. How am I gonna cut my own? Am I gonna put on my masks now? I don't know. And then they're like on the ground struggling or some shit. Then Tommy just gets Jason. He like rizzes Jason up. He's like, "Great, Jason, up on your feet. Come to me, good boy, yes." And then Trish sees the opportunity. She's like, I need to see the face reveal, bro. I wasn't there for the 1 million subscriber special face reveal premiere, so now I need to see that shit in person. So then she sees that. She grabs a machete, hits Jason's mask off. She sticks the machete into his head, and then when Jason falls, he's like head slices down a machete. You can like see his head being sliced along the stones. Like I thought that was a pretty good scene. And then when they're hugging and all, Jason's like, morning? Is it bacon, egg, breaky time? Yeah? But then Tommy's like, no, stay hungry. We already fed you. Fucking starts beating the shit out of him with the machete. He's just dead. And yeah, that was Friday the 13th, final chapter. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.